This isn't the most pleasant topic to think about, but unfortunately it does come up from time to time. You've experienced a loss, you have a property to sell. How do you go about it? Hi, I'm Kelly Dilling here with Grant King. We're realtors in the Houston, Texas area known as Dilling & King Realty Professionals Group. And today we're talking with Karen Chillemi, StarTex Title, and she's literally a local legend when it comes to property title. And oftentimes she's my go-to when I have clients who are experiencing this issue. So Karen, it's been my experience from time to time, I've been working with folks who find themselves in this issue. Either they're a surviving spouse or they're an executor of an estate. What are some misconceptions that you might see as they come into the process and they're trying to sell a property?
So the biggest misconception is that the remaining spouse automatically inherits the property, and that may not be totally correct. There are a lot of factors involved with that, whether there is another spouse involved, whether there's children, is there a marriage, were there two marriages. There are so many different things that need to be addressed before the property can actually be sold.
Wow, Karen, so that's a lot to consider. What's a proactive approach that somebody can take when they're faced with this situation so that they can get this information that they need?
Basically, to ask the right questions, ask the hard questions up front. Find out if the family member has a will, where it is, do they have an estate planner, have they even thought about that far in advance? You don't want to wait until you receive the contract on the property to find out nothing's been taken care of or there are heirs that may be missing.
So, Karen, we hear oftentimes about the Ladybird Deed or transfer on death?
Transfer on death
On
deed.
death, also known as TOD. So, how would that come into play versus someone having a will or not having a will?
It can actually work in conjunction with having a will, or it can take the place of not having to have a will, especially in the case of a small estate where possibly the home is the only thing. But the important part of that is it needs to be done prior to the death. That's what it says. It transfers the title on death. So the people sign it, file it of record, and then upon the death of that person, they will fill out who the remaining person or whoever it was willed to, not willed to, but was deeded to, will provide a copy of the death certificate as well as an affidavit confirming the death, and then the property would automatically transfer. It avoids them having to go through probate court, possibly having to do an heirship affidavit. Sometimes it is used in conjunction with a bigger estate planning, maybe because of financial reasons.
Wow, well, Karen, this is great information. We all know that this type of preparation often gets put aside until later. What we see in our business is that it's critical to have these conversations now and get started immediately, working with an attorney or an estate planner and taking the steps you need to have these things in order. So we also know that when faced with this situation, how important it is to be working with an experienced realtor, with an experienced professional that knows how to navigate these waters and get you to the finish line.
Yes, having the right team behind you means everything, and it's not just the third-party attorney. It is the professional agents that have got the experience. It is the title. It is the people that they trust to make sure that it'll go through correctly.
Well, thank you, Karen, for sharing all your years of experience on this topic with us today. So know that Grant and I are here. If you find yourself in this situation or you can help out a friend, just reach out, give us a call. We have the experience to move you.